Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to FIFA Flow podcast. Welcome to the first ever league episode. Today we're going to be talking about the Premier League, guys. We have a whole lot to talk about after today's match games. And talking about today's match games, we're going to be talking about it tomorrow as well, but this is just going to be the Premier League match games. We're going to talk about it again tomorrow after we get some more news, some more social media reactions and like impact on it. So we're gonna talk more about that tomorrow on all league game week, just like the regular game week, El Clasico, the Paris versus Martial derby, or like match, and then as well as like Liverpool versus United. We're gonna be talking about all leagues tomorrow, but today we're gonna mainly focus on the Premier League, guys. Now, sorry, it is a late update or a late upload. I was meant to upload it yesterday, but I mean, upload is an upload as long as we get it. Like, it's better to do it than not do it. That's what I mean. But anyways, let's get right into it. Today we're mainly gonna be talking about the about Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Manchester City, those teams, and then a bit about the Ballon d'Or as well, with some Premier League players maybe maybe being not buying, but maybe able to obtain, or like maybe able to win the Ballon d'Or. And then we're gonna be looking at what players, like what people are saying on social media about these Premier League. But yeah, let's get right into it. Also, if you're wondering why my hair's like this, I just took a shower. So yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. Let's look at the list right now. Chelsea at first place with 22 points, 9 games, 7 wins, and 1 draw and 1 loss. So they're doing good. Liverpool and 9 matches, 6 games. Well, everybody's at 9. 6 wins and 3 losses. Yeah, they're also doing decent as well. The only thing I want to know is, 6 draws. Oh, that's draws. 7 draws, 1 win. Okay. That makes more sense. And Manchester City at 20 points to 20, 22, 21, 20. That's how the order is going so far. Manchester City with 6 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, which makes them 1 point lower than Liverpool. West Ham at 4th place. And they're usually a top 7 team, usually. At 5 points, 2 draws, and 2 losses. And then we see Brighton, somehow. Brighton, what did they get last season? Let's take a look at what they got last season. 16th place. Brighton, 4 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses. So similar to West Ham, just 1 draw instead of a win. Tottenham Spurs at 5 wins and 4 losses. And then this is the big boy one. Manchester United at 4 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses with 14 points. And currently there's 22 points at the top of the leaderboard. So they are currently 8 points behind. And they're not even qualified for like Conference League or like any like huge European UEFA tournament. They're not even qualified for that yet. Now, it's only been 9 matches, but if it were to end now, they're doing very bad these first few 9 matches. And I don't know, I don't think anybody was expecting after 9 games that United and Arsenal are gonna be at the same amount of points. After 9 games, you'd expect Arsenal to be at the top of the leaderboard right now. Or not Arsenal, you'd expect United to be at the top of the leaderboard right now. After how Arsenal started off the league with like 2-3 losses, you're expecting United to do way better than that. But look at this. This is the last 5 matches: 2 draws, or 2 losses, 1 draw, 1 loss, and a win. So you have 3 losses, 1 draw, and a win. And the past 5 Arsenal games have been better than the past 5 United games. Now, let's take a look at who Arsenal has played so far in the league. So far, they played Crystal Palace, they played Brighton, they played Aston Villa, they played Spurs, they played no, this is the EFL Cup. They played Burnley, they played Norwich, they played Manchester City, they played Chelsea, they played Brentford. They played Brentford. They played Spurs again, like before. They played Chelsea. And then Rangers is a whole other league. So I'm pretty sure these two are different leagues. If we take a look at that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it started off with Arsenal versus Brentford. That was the first game it started off with. So 9. So these two are different. So so I don't know. Maybe they haven't versed the biggest teams yet. They did Manchester City, and maybe Spurs have been the two biggest teams they've versed so far. But they still have to verse teams like Liverpool, West Ham, Leicester, Chelsea, United again, or not again, but just like United in general. They Everton, maybe Brighton, they're good, so I'll put them in the list. They still have to verse these teams, so maybe it'll go downhill from there. But so far from the teams they've versed compared to the teams United versed, they're not doing the best. Look at this. Let's take a look. So one, and let's go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was before. So yeah, they versed Everton, Leeds, Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle, West Ham. So here Everton 4-0 Everton, or for United 5-1 Leeds. So off to a very very good start. And I remember saying this after the first two match games. We said United were rolling, bro. We said Pogba had like what? He had like 7 assists after 3 games or something like that. 7 assists, goals combined after only like 3 games. He was rolling. And then we look at this. When you're starting to draw against Southampton, when you're only winning by 1 point against Wolves, or like against like West Ham, when you lose to Aston Villa, let's look at when you draw to Everton, lose to Leicester, and then lose at a home game against Liverpool, and as well as Salah scoring a hat trick in this game. That's where it starts to go downhill. Now, in my opinion, it's not just the team. It's not just Ollie. Everybody's saying Ollie out. Wait, oh, this is last season. Arsenal were on a roll at the end, but I don't think it's Ollie out. Maybe he does have some impact on tactics, what player he's using. Maybe like the motivation, when you're in the locker room, training, they're not doing well enough training. Maybe that could be one problem with Ollie. But I think it's the team in general, the players. You see Ronaldo, you see Harry Maguire, overrated center back. They're not working, they're not cooperating, they're not communicating well together. They're just like they all pressure the ball, and then the ball goes to the other side and nobody's there because all of them are just pressuring. They're not saying like, okay, let's like 2 people pressure. They need to mark their man as well. Nobody is marking. Against Liverpool today, I watched the game, so I feel like when you watch the game and not just watch the highlights, you get more like information of the game because you watch the parts that doesn't show in the highlights. But nobody like Fred, he should be marking Keita when Keita is wide open in some situations. Like 3-4 of those goals out of the 5-0 game just a few hours ago. Nobody is marking Keita. So he's open. He's wide open. If they're getting pressed by United's defenders, you pass it back to Keita. He has wide open, spread out areas. Whereas on the other hand, Liverpool. I want to talk about. Let's go over to Liverpool. Liverpool. Their tactics have been amazing so far. 6 wins, 3 draws, no losses yet. So technically, they're one of the best teams. Technically, they are the best team in the league right now, since they have 0 draws or 0 losses. I know there's draws, but 0 losses. A draw is a draw. It's not a loss. They have 0 losses, so they're technically the best team in the league. And yeah, their tactics are very good. The way Klopp like tells them what to do, but it's not just Klopp. He is putting the good players. He's substituting at the right time, substituting correct, and like substituting good players. But it's the team as well cooperating together. You can see they're all talking together. They're saying, okay, you two push, like go press, and then they get wide open for each other. They can read each other's mind. You see Jota that match, Diego Jota. He had some amazing runs on the wing. Unfortunately, how he couldn't get some, but overall he had some amazing runs. Mohamed Salah getting a hat trick. He's going out wide. He's central and wide. But when he goes to the box, he goes out wide to hopefully either get it into central of the box, or he scores it either far post or close post. So I pardon me. But like, but that's what like Liverpool is. Like their tactics, they're communicating well together. You can see Keita's open. They're calling out like, "Oh, Keita's open, pass here," and then like he like does a nice like cross over to Jota. Jota passes it, tries to like cross it in, and then Mohamed Salah scores something like that. That didn't happen, but I'm just saying that's the scenario. And none of the United players are marking. They're just all in like beside each other. They're saying, "Okay, you do it. I don't want to do it." They're not talking together. They should all be talking together, communicating like Liverpool. Liverpool did an outstanding job um, doing that. And yeah, 5-0 against United, home game for United as well at Old Trafford with a hat trick from Mohamed Salah. That is amazing. And yeah, this is where I wanted to talk about Ballon d'Or nominees and winners. So if we take a look here, Mohamed Salah, he's in the top 30, so he's the back. And I want to remove a few players that I think shouldn't even be close on here. Let's get rid of Luis Suarez. Let's do red. Luis Suarez. Let's get rid of Pedri. Let's get rid of Neymar as well. He didn't have the best season. He definitely had way better season. Mason Mount, Gerard Moreno, Luka Modric. We'll leave these two on here. Lautaro Martinez, Riyad Mahrez. He didn't have a bad season. Romelu Lukaku, Simon Kahar. I think he got it because of Denmark's. He helped out a lot with Denmark after Eriksen's like collapse. And N'Golo Kante will stay on. Harry Maguire, Jorginho, get him off the list. I don't even want to see his name. A bit of white over there and a bit. I don't even want to. What did he do? All he did was win awards. He missed a penalty for Italy, and he wins UEFA Man of the Year, and all of that just because he won awards and got carried to the awards. Phil Foden, he did good, but I don't think it's enough to win the Ballon d'Or. Jorginho Wijnaldum, Ruben Diaz, get him off. He did good, but not enough to win the award. Of course, for center, if there's like a different position, like striker Ballon d'Or or something like that, then. But yeah, if it was like striker Ballon d'Or, then like if there's like a Ballon d'Or for each like for different like for defenders, Ballon d'Or for attacker, for midfielder, for goalkeeper, then maybe for sure Ruben Diaz would be top 5. But since this is like overall, I think Ruben Diaz doesn't deserve it. Chiellini, get him off. Kevin De Bruyne, Bonucci, get him off, and then Barella, get him off. So how many players? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we're 13 now. Let's go to Prem because we're talking about the Prem here. We're talking about the Premier League here. So let's get all the Prem players and N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez, Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi. Here are our Prem players: Raheem Sterling, Raz, Mohamed Salah, Riyad Mahrez, and N'Golo Kante, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Kevin De Bruyne. So let's talk about each of these players. Oh yeah, we forgot to remove these because it's Premier League. We're talking about the Premier League, and this is part of it. Like if there's a Premier League Ballon d'Or, we're talking about this right now. Raheem Sterling, Raz. He had an outstanding Euros. Unfortunate that they lost, but overall, I think his performance was good. I think if he had like more like passes or like more opportunities, or like his teammates came closer, he could have done better. But in general, he did very good. But I don't think it's as good as like what we've seen by like Riyad Mahrez. I think Mahrez did better, not just in the Euros, but he wasn't in the Euros. But I think he did very good in the UCL. In the UCL, he did outstanding against Paris Saint-Germain, against Manchester City in the finals. He had those opportunities down the wing, got those shots off, got those assists, made those nice runs. I think Riyad Mahrez is definitely going to be up there. We're going to remove Raheem Sterling. We're going to move Raz. N'Golo Kante and Harry Kane. Let's get to them. Mohamed Salah is going to stay up here because he's had, 15 goals, 5 assists, 12 games. That is a Ballon d'Or for sure. Now, last season, Liverpool may have not done like as good as they could have done way better. But that's because like Van Dijk is injured. Mohamed Salah carried the team as well. They wouldn't have been in the right now if Mohamed Salah wasn't there. So I'm gonna leave him over there. Riyad Mahrez is gonna stay, and N'Golo Kante and Harry Kane. Harry Kane, um, he did good. I think there's definitely other players from different leagues like Karim Benzema. The Karim Benzema currently compared to Harry Kane's last season is definitely way better. So I think we're gonna get rid of this. And N'Golo Kante, very good. He did very good. He won I think every single game in the UEFA Champions League. He got man of the match. So because of his performance. Now, on the other hand, Jorginho, he may have won these trophies, but what did he contribute to the team to win these trophies? Not a lot. Well, on the other hand, N'Golo Kante, he has those 40-kilometer sprints. He has those 40-kilometer sprints. He's fast. He takes the ball. He's very defensive. So he blocks player, like takes the ball very easily. Whereas Jorginho, he didn't really do much. He just won the trophies, made some passes, missed a penalty, Italy, and still won UEFA Player of the Year. We got to Cristiano Ronaldo. He had a great start. He's scoring goals, but do the goals have a lot of impact? Maybe yes, against Atlanta, in the UEFA Champions League in the UCL, he did get that 80th minute goal header, which did make them win. But in the league, what is he doing? He's doing bits out there, but he gets mad very easily. Like against Chris Jones, he's hitting the ball when he doesn't even need to. He already knows that he fouled him, and he continues to hit him like very hard on the ball, and the ball hits his like legs. Which is like, yeah, I don't know. You can tell that United, they're just not working together. And Ronaldo gets very pissed off very easily. So I think overall Ronaldo, he's not like he used to be. He's not like his 2017 prime Real Madrid Ronaldo anymore. After he went to Juve, and even currently, he's changed. He's definitely changed. So I'm gonna take him off the list. Even Bruno Fernandes, I think he had more potential this season, but since they're not working well together, I'm gonna be even taking him off the list. Kevin De Bruyne, he was also quite injured for most of the time as well, of the league season, but in the Euros he did good as well. But for the league, he was quite injured half the time, so he's gonna be off the list. So top three, we have Mohamed Salah, Riyad Mahrez, and N'Golo Kante. And over here in this situation, the order I'm putting it in is 1. Let's change it. 1, Mohamed Salah. 2, Riyad Mahrez, and 3, N'Golo Kante. So this is my Premier League Ballon d'Or winner list, top 3 list, and you can see who first place. So yeah, Mohamed Salah just killing it. He's definitely gonna win the Ballon d'Or after he lost it to Cristiano Ronaldo a few years ago. Was it? I think it was like, no, not the Ballon d'Or, but it was like something like that. So yeah, that's that. Mohamed Salah, outstanding player. Riyad Mahrez last season, great as well. Don't know how he's doing now. But maybe we'll take a look at him as well. If we look, Riyad Mahrez stats. Let's see how they're doing, or how he's doing. 7 matches, 2 goals, and 1 assist. Premier League. Okay, not bad, but I think he could do way better. But like if you look here, 3 matches, 3 goals, and those goals were very key moments. 2 against Paris Saint-Germain, and then 1 in the final. So good out there still. And like his performance, maybe it's not just getting goals. His performance, his positioning, his making those runs, or like overall, he did very good. That's why I'm putting him in second place in Premier League Ballon d'Or that we just saw. So yeah, that's that. That's Liverpool. That's United. It's not just the United. It's not just only it's the players as well. Liverpool doing outstanding. Let's look at how Chelsea is doing as well. Since they're at the top of the league, we got to talk about them as well. Chelsea, they've won. Let's see how they did. They did win, loss, win, loss, win. That's how they're doing so far. And this is Man City last season, but they win, loss, win. So they're doing quite good as well. Liverpool and Chelsea, they're wrecking the league, and same with Manchester City. Win, loss, win, loss, or win, draw, and then same with Liverpool. Win, draw, win. So they're currently in the top 5. Or like in the last 5 matches, City and Liverpool have been on fire. No losses. the top 5 matches, in the last 5 matches, not top 5, last 5 matches. But Chelsea are still doing good as well. They only have 1 loss as well and 4 wins. They have more wins than Liverpool and City do, but at least Liverpool and City don't have a loss. Let's look at Chelsea as well. 7-0 against Norwich. 4-0 against Malmo, but of course that's Malmo, so that's a different story. 1-0 against Brentford. Maybe they could have done better. 3-1 against Southampton. 1-0 against Juve, which is wasn't this the time where like after Ronaldo left, you said like everyone was saying like, oh yeah, we don't need you, Ronaldo. Look at this, like we won and stuff. Lost against City, which is the 1 loss. 3-0 against Spurs. 3-0 against Aston Villa. 1-1 against Liverpool. 2-0 against Arsenal. 3-0 against Crystal Palace. And this is before the league even started. So yeah, they're not doing bad. I think they could. I think with the team they have, they're doing good. The team they have, they're doing good. Let's take a look at like what they played here to get 7 goals. That's quite huge. I know it's against Norwich, but overall, 7 goals is quite huge to get. Mason Mount, excuse me. The Mason Mount getting a hat trick as well, and 1, 2, 3, 4, one goal from Aarons as well, Max Aarons. I want to take a look at the lineman. Kai Havertz, Hudson Odoi. I don't know who he is, but Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Jorginho, Kovacic, Chilwell, Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Calhoba, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, and Mendy. Mendy on fire, bro. Mendy has been doing great. Honestly, goalkeeper of the season. He's definitely a goalkeeper so far to the 9 matches. He has to be top 3 goalkeepers in the Prem. I wish there's a way like Edward Mendy. Is that his name? Yeah, stat. Is there a way to see like how many saves he has? Like Edward Mendy 2021/2022 save. I don't know if it says here. Save 71% save, 80% save chance. I think overall it's still very good. He's making like a lot of those like very nice shots, saving those shots, which is incredible. Goal against only 0.63 chance against goal. Percentile, is it this 99%? No ways. I have no clue what this is. Save. What is it? Penalty kick, goal against penalty attempts. Oh, okay. So saves against penalty 20%, clean sheet percentage 56.9%. Overall, in the stats, I don't know. This could be very like a very bad website, very incorrect. So you can't really like rely on these websites. But overall, like when I do see these highlights of Chelsea, he's saving some very very nice goals, very nice saves as well. So yeah, so far I'd have to put him in top 3 goalkeepers of the season. Out of the 9 matches, goalkeeper of the season, top 3 goalkeepers. And I think I'd put Allison and maybe Ederson up there as well. And I'm not saying it just because they're I'm not saying it just because Allison, Ederson, and Mendy are the top 3 goalkeepers of the top 3 teams. But I think they just had a good performance. I haven't really seen other teams like Crystal Palace, Newcastle. Oh my! Imagine Newcastle being bought for $360 billion. They have like 360 euros because of United Arabic like Prince, and they're gonna be relegated. Oh my god, that's just embarrassing. They're never gonna win any trophy. But I don't really have much to say here. Aston Villa not doing the best after Jack Grealish's departure. Like if we look how they did last season, how did they do? 11th last season. I guess they're near that spot, but like Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal, United, 14 points, both at 14 points. Everton, yeah, this could go anywhere. I don't like on paper. You're gonna see even at the start, before the league started, when I made my like league predictions of the Premier League. On paper, I said United, City, Liverpool, Chelsea. They're gonna be the top 4 teams fighting for first place. But at this stage, like you never know what's gonna happen. On paper, you're saying, "Oh, United are the best team in the world." On paper, Paris Saint-Germain are the best team in the world. But you never know how they're gonna play in real life. On paper, of course, paper is so much different. You're looking at this guy, he looks, although he's better than um Ronaldo is better than like Aubameyang. Oh yeah. Next thing you know, Aubameyang scores a hat trick on United when on their next like game they verse. You never know what's gonna happen. And before we end off the episode, and like after the like we're gonna talk about a few more things before we end off the episode. It really depends. Who are United gonna go for? It's like this episode is mainly on United because they are very much in the mud and people are expecting way more from them. They're in a very very bad situation. But like, I want to talk about what can United do to improve? Maybe one sack Oli that can help them. Nothing against Oli. It's the team as well not cooperating, communicating well on the pitch. They're just all pressuring, but maybe it's all these tactics. Maybe like in the pregame locker, during the practice. Maybe it's like that's what's all wrong. Maybe you need like a Zidane. I think I can see Zizou there. See Zidane there. That's kind of weird because like see Zizou, see Zizou. Like, I think I can see Zizou over there. I even said that, yeah, it's kind of funny, but maybe David Beckham as well. Maybe David Beckham, bended like Beckham, can be a manager. I think he might be good at it. Maybe bring Sir Alex Ferguson back. I don't know. Maybe yeah. Honestly, David Beckham. Maybe bring him. Rio Ferdinand. He can. I think I can see that. But their next three games are definitely gonna decide whether United are gonna win the league. What are you? The next three games decides United's future. I feel like they lose, they're gonna lose a bunch of fans, a lot of money from the fans, and a lot of hate. They're gonna be in the mud. They're gonna be in a very bad situation. Maybe not a financial situation, but in a very bad management situation. Depending on the next three games. So they have Spurs. They might win against Spurs. I think Spurs are home as well. So they could win. Maybe I'm gonna go for a 2-1 guess. For United, 2-1 United, but you never know, of course. Paper, I'm saying 2-1 United, but maybe at this point, after I've seen 9 games, I could say 3-1 for Tottenham Spurs. Literally, I can say anything at this point, and it could happen. So I shouldn't be favoring United just because of their paper, because on paper they look good. I should take in fact that they're not doing good the past few. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna be saying, either 2-1 United or 3-1 Spurs. And that's what I'm gonna say. Nothing else to say on that. They're gonna be versing Atlanta again, and that's where Ronaldo got the winning header in the 80th minute. So that was good. You can see he was very happy with me. We're talking about it two podcast episodes ago on the season podcast. So make sure to go check that out. But yeah, Atlanta versus United. Maybe Atlanta have another chance to get back on them. Because like what is like the thing here? 44% versus 56. 6 shots on target, 9 shots on target, 13 shots, 23 shots. Out of 13 shots, 6 shots on target is very impressive compared to this over here. So I'm gonna give Atlanta the I'm gonna give it to Atlanta for shots. Pass accuracy, fouls, 12 fouls, yellow cards, offsides, 1 offside, corner here. And they're currently at 3rd place. At the bottom of a 3rd in the. So they have a chance to go to Europa League. But yeah, they have Atlanta as well. So if they can win them again, that's gonna be good for their UCL like stuff. Over here, it's mainly on the league as well. Manchester Derby. This is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be in 3 weeks. We're gonna be, not 3 weeks, like 2 weeks. We have like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we're gonna be seeing this. This is gonna be a very big topic. We're gonna be talking about, of course, like the El Clasico. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking a lot about the El Clasico, a lot about a bit about United versus Liverpool because we talked about it more today, and just some other games as well. Tomorrow's gonna be all this week game weekend video. So that's that. But yeah, these three games, Spurs, Atlanta, and City, definitely decide all these future. United's as a whole, United as a whole, their future, as well as if they need to win at least these two games. If they or like they need to win at least two out of the three games over here, out of the next three games, two out of the next games. If they only win one, I think they're in the mud. They need to they need to solve their management, whether it's the manager or the players, the club as a whole. They need to solve that if they get one win of games. But yeah, that's United. A lot about United. A lot about Liverpool. Um, yeah, we talked a bit about these teams as well. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Last season they got 74 points at second place. Let's see how they do. Hopefully, I'm hoping they can I don't know. I'm not hoping they can get it because I'm a Paris Saint-Germain fan. So I don't really care about United. I like Liverpool way more. Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. If I had to put them in order, I had to put City first, Liverpool second, and Chelsea third for my favorite teams in the Premier League. United are like at fifth or like fourth. I'd rather put Spurs over United at this, or even West Ham over West Ham and Spurs over United. My favorite teams in the Prem. But I don't know if I was like feeling sympathy for them, then hopefully they can get their stuff together. Hopefully they can make it to at least the Europa League and not lose like they did last year against Villarreal. So yeah, hopefully they can get their stuff together. There's only 9 games. How many games are there in the Prem? I think 38. This is last season. Last season, not last season. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say. But overall, like hopefully they can. I think that's 38 games. Like from if it goes from last year as well. Yeah, 38, 38, 38, another 38. So they're about they're about a quarter of the way into the season. So hopefully the next 3 quarters they can do better. And get their management, whether it's the club as a whole or the manager or the team. Hopefully they can get all that together. Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. Those are my top 3 teams. Those are the teams who are going to be getting first place. I think Liverpool are going to be getting first. Outstanding performance by Liverpool. I just want to, before we end up the episode, I want to give a rant about Liverpool. Outstanding performance by Liverpool. Klopp, amazing tactics. The team working as a whole together. Communication. Cooperation as a team. Salah making those runs. Jota. When I watch the game, you can see each player are providing a lot of they're providing a lot of like opportunities and like open space. You see Trent Alexander-Arnold making those runs. He's right back, but he's making those runs into the center attacking mid position, and getting those passes and crosses in to Jota, Keita passes or whatever to whatever player is open. And just overall, Liverpool just feel like a very, very nice cooperative team. Um, Hopefully, I can watch a City game and Chelsea game because when you watch the highlights, you don't really get to see. Look, I feel like when you watch the highlights, it only shows like like a goal, but you have to see how they like got up to that goal. And like how they like work together, how they like make those passes, how they spread out, defending and attacking. You have to see all of that. So when you watch the game live for 1 hour and 30 minutes, it definitely makes a huge difference. That when you watch the highlight, it definitely makes a huge difference on like how you like persevere the game when you only watch the highlights. But yeah, that's gonna be the Premier League. And yeah, as I said, Liverpool, Chelsea, and City doing the very best. With Man United in the mud so far. Next week we're gonna be talking about the La Liga. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about this weekend's game weeks. With Marseille versus Paris Saint-Germain, El Clasico, the Juventus versus Inter Milan, as well as a tiny bit on United versus Liverpool. And actually, we didn't get to see like any social media stuff on Liverpool versus United, but that's why we're gonna be talking about it tomorrow. So we'll see what the social media says the Liverpool versus United game. But that's gonna be the end of the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.